Why is this my least favorite tune? Well, it's less about the tune itself and more about the way it's played. It's a very common tune at a lot of beginner sessions, which means it's either played like that, at Mach 3, like I just did, or like this. Never in between. We're going to play this tune, we're going to break it down, because it is a good tune, and I've had a few friends playing it recently in a cool way, so it kind of jumped out at me as not nearly as terrible of a tune as I remember. So we're going to break it down. I need to get a drink of water. Y'all check out the intro while I do that. So let's break down the basic melody. Then we'll go through the ornaments, and I'm going to come around and see if we can maybe work on another way to play it that's kind of in between those two, that's super fast and super slow. So basic melody though, here we go from the A part. First bit, run that again. Basically just a series of triplets going down the scale. Now the second section here. So again, that bit. Right? So then it goes around again. Right, exactly the same as the first section. To finish it off, starts kind of the same way. Do that again. B part jumps up, starts right on the high A. Playing a lot of long notes in there. I'm going to break down why when we get to the ornaments because there's some good spots for it. So I'll just run that again. There's a dog barking over there. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's the whole first half of the B part. Second, and again, I'm going to break down the ornaments. There's a lot of long notes. Anyway, second half of the B part starts the same way up in the high A. A lot in that higher octave, so clear the room, make sure nobody's around while you're practicing this tune, because otherwise you're going to lose friends very quickly. So as far as the ornaments go, there is a lot you can do with this tune, which is one of the cool things about it, I guess. Right off the bat, it's that, in the A part, it's kind of that walk down thing. Playing it just straight, nothing wrong with that. I do a couple of cuts in here. I just like that kind of popping sound you get. And so as you're hitting that note, basically that's what you're doing. I like to kind of mix it up so I'm not just hitting the same beat. To me, it just kind of gives it a bit more drive. As I come down to that E, can't hear it too well on the whistle. You can hear it better on the flute, but basically it's the same idea where I'm just bouncing that finger. Simple roll there, short roll. I use a lot of triplets in this tune. You probably heard it when I ran through it at Mach 3. You can do a slide up there. Same thing there. And again, a triplet, and then a short roll to end it. Two short rolls, I guess. B part, you got a bit of flexibility because there's a ton of long notes there, so you can kind of mix it up. There's a lot you can do with it, so that's one of those I would just say experiment and see what sounds good. You can keep it simple. Nothing wrong with that, or you can go crazy. I do tend to do a triplet on the end. It's kind of an odd spot. I don't know if I'd recommend that. It sounds good to me, but when I think more about it, it's kind of a weird way to do a transition. You're doing a triplet basically up to the D, and then jump all the way up to the G. If you like it, do it. If not, leave it out. Sometimes I'll just do 3 straight rolls like that. You have a lot of room to mess around with that tune. The main thing I want to stress with this one is make it your own. Make it interesting. If you can kind of split the difference on the tempo between Mach 3 and beginner day 1, you can play with a bit of groove to it and maybe have a bit more fun. That's really what I'm trying to suggest, to have some fun with this tune. So So play around with it, see what you like. Mix in some of those ornaments. Try to make it interesting. Don't play it like everybody else does, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you guys dig this one more than I do, although again, it is kind of growing on me now because I've got some new folks in town who enjoy playing it, so it's worth it for that. And it's a good tune to get because it does come up at a lot of sessions. So let me know what you think. Any suggestions, requests, all that kind of stuff. Like button, subscribe, you know the drill. Catch y'all on the next one. Cheers.